Hello everyone, welcome back to Epify Lab, and this is a full stack Laravel Vue Ecommerce Application Development tutorial series. In my last video, I showed you how you can do the product properties and attributes. Now we will make this combination things complete in this video, and we'll try to complete the database as much as you can. But this is going to be a little bit longer, 3 parts videos actually for the database design. And if you are not subscribed to this channel, please go ahead, subscribe, and share the video as much as you can so that we can grow. And also, if you are not a premium member of this series, you can go ahead and become a premium member with as much amount as you can. It is not completely necessary that you should pay $25, but you can pay at least as much as you can afford. But I would say, yeah, go ahead with your, uh, yeah, with your choice. Now let's change something here, and if you this is the reason I started with the database design, so that I can take suggestion if I like, and then you can comment your valuable feedback. And if you have questions, you can go ahead in our Facebook group, Development with Epify Lab, and I will try to help you. This is completely free support for any of our tutorials available online. And if you are a premium member, you can go ahead and download many items, and also you can post the question, then we will try to answer faster. Now, in this video, we will solve product combinations and do some changes here as well. So we have product variations here and product variation options, but this should actually be product variation options value actually. And then we should actually say product variation options here. So it says product ID and option name, size, colors. And then here we will say size, small, large, and then other things, but we don't need this scope here because scope will be unique identifier will be in the product combination, and this same thing goes for there as well. Now let's remove the price, few fields that are really not required, and the stock ID as well. That's perfect. So here in this table we have product variation and product variations option values. So it says size, color, and then we have their values. Okay, now I don't know how to do these drawing things, but I will try to explain here how a product variation works, and we how to solve a bigger problem for combination compare problem. Okay, let's go ahead and check it out. Now let's say if you have a product and it has size and color as their attribute, and now let's see what we can do with that. Okay, so we can say product variations options. So here, let's say you have an ID. I will try to make some dummy data so that you can understand this video as better as possible. And we can say option name. What did I write here? Variation name. Our option name doesn't matter at the moment. And ID1, let's say option name is size, and let's say you have color. Perfect. Okay, now let's say you have another table that says product variations options values, and here let's say you have ID and variations let's say it is value name, and we have to have a variation ID here, so this ID should be stored here, variation ID, but this is not the actual reason I'm showing it. We can skip that, doesn't really matter, you'll understand it. So here ID1, let's say but let's say it is for size, so let's say size has L, and we make 3 sizes, 2, 3, SM, so S, small, large, small, medium, and then large. So this can be one way: small, large, small, medium, large. And then let's say you have few more information of 4 colors. Okay, let's say 2 colors, the red and the green. Okay, perfect. And you have their IDs as well here. So what would be the combination of their attribute? And each and every combinations are a single product. Let me show you how it is. So the product combination becomes like product combinations becomes, let's say, what is the product combination then? I will make a complete table right now. Let's say ID and combination string. I'm not going to make more. Let's say, okay, before making tables, let's actually find out the combination. Okay, so you have S small red, small green, and medium red, medium green, and then you have two things here as well, L red, L green. Okay, so you have this all this combination here. Okay, now what you can do is here you can store the ID1 and all the 6 combination. Okay, and you can have their unique unique identifier here, pricing here, or price here, each and every product price, and you can also add the stock here, but I will try to keep the stock outside of this table so that I can track a little bit inventory here, like how much you purchased and how much new stock you added. And since the product price purchase price can be a little bit different depending on the time you buy, so let's say you buy 10 t-shirts for $10, but after 1 year it become, or 5 months it becomes $25. So what should be the average costing for this new pricing? Okay, so I'm not going to add the inventory stuff, but little bit inventory maybe, so that you can get the profit margins and all those stuff. Okay, so SKU can be a unique identifier, can be anything, doesn't matter. Price can be too, and depending on the different combination you can adjust the pricing as well. So let's go ahead. S green, M red, M green, L red, and L green. And yep, this becomes a little ugly, but I hope you don't mind. It doesn't matter now, but let's make it as good as possible. You can change the pricing depending of each and every combination. So basically these combinations are actually there, they are completely a single items itself. So you can buy 10 new small red t-shirts, or 5 new large red t-shirt, because you don't know which combination sales become higher and what combination you should buy. So you should keep the stock level a little bit clear. Now we have a problem here, and the problem now is actually the combination compare problem. So let's see what is the problem and how to solve that. In order to understand this combination, let's actually see how a product details page looks like in a normal web page. So if you're a premium member, you can actually purchase this completely for free. 3 people already bought it for free. If you are a premium member, you can do that as well. Now if I come here, you see I have a size here. Similarly, I can have colors here. So size has M, L, XL, and XXL. Okay, so here you can have more and more stuff. Okay, size, color, and other things as well. Okay, so here if you select M, small, medium, and then color set red, so your selected combination becomes the selected combination can be first, if you select M, then it is M, then red. Okay, but what if user wants to select combination like first red then M? Okay, then it become red and M. Okay, so you see we cannot compare easily. Okay, so in order to compare, it become S and red, but user can select red and M. So if you want to control, if you want to make exactly M red, then you have to control the selection of the user. So user have to select M first, then L, like this. So we need to be able to do the controlling. But yeah, we can have a default one selected, like first one M, and then red, then maybe other white too, then others. So we can have a lot of combination here, and you can keep track of this combination and build your string the way you want. Okay, you can build your string, and depending on what the combination you chose, you can change the pictures, because we will store the image icon or image here as well. I will show you in the later video with the image problems and how can we make a completely dynamic and professional image handling. So I will make one video, at least one dedicated video for image handling. Okay, now this becomes more complicated when you have three combination metric, or 3 4. Okay, let's say you have red, and I don't know, let's say you have n m. Okay, then you have combination s, combination red, and m, and these can become extremely ugly. Okay, it can be selected by red, m, then n, then s, or in other word it can be m, n, red. So we will not be able to find out what is the actual combination. Okay, so it becomes a little bit complicated for us to, actually quite complicated for us to find out the ID of the combination. Okay, let's say ID is 2 3 4 5 6, and if users select completely randomly, we will not be able to know their pricing, know their stock. We cannot do our task. Okay, now how can we make it simplified? Okay, so in order to make this one much more simplified, even if you want to know what is the unique identifier from this one, we need to know the ID. Okay, and in order to know the ID, we need to know what the user selected, and based on the selection we need to know what is their combination, and from that combination we need to know, okay, what is the combination from our table. If it matches with our it has to match. Okay, we have to have a combination that match here, but yeah, it can have a stock or it can be out of stock. Okay, so how do we make this one extremely easy? Okay, now let's say you have s, red, and m up to any or n's number, doesn't matter. So what you have to do is we have to make string to lower or string uppercase one format. So I will choose small character. So we will make unique identifier again that will sort depending on the alphabetical order. So let's say we will sort this one. So what we can do here, we can say that it should become D E M N N N M S R. I'm not really sure, but this should be the sorted value of this whole string. We will just remove this hyphen. So if we remove, based on this hyphen we can make an array, and from that array we can actually sort these sort the string according to their alphabetical order. Okay, so this can be stored here. Okay, unique ID or identifier, doesn't matter. So for example, for this one it becomes this S green. For S small green it become E. So let's see what is the alphabetical unique order. So it should be E E G N S R. Doesn't matter if I'm wrong here, I mean if it is not correct, but yeah, you get the idea. You get completely unique number here, unique string here. It should be always unique for each product, and we will store the product ID here. So let's say M green, M red, M green. So what is there? M green. I want to make this video shorter. M N G, sorry, G M N M N R. Okay, like this, right? E D R L. So you know what I'm going to do. Okay, So you get a complete unique identifier, and based on, doesn't matter what users select, we will do this exact sorting algorithm, and then we will just compare that, and we will be able to easily find out with what is the combination. But if you guys have better idea, go ahead, share your idea and try to explain it much easier for us, and I will try to include your idea in the video later. Okay, thank you. So now let's make a table. Let's call it product combinations, and we will have an ID here, integer, primary, and we can say combination string. I'm not sure if it does matter, but let's add it. Good to know the combination string. And yeah, we will store the unique identifier here, and then its price should be float, and then we can have the unique ID, unique string ID, so it can be string, and we should store the product ID here. If we store the product ID here, we will be able to easily reference from products to directly to this table instead of going through product variation to here. So it's much easier for us. Products, here we go. Here we go. Nice, cool. Now we have ID combination, string, scope, price, unique string, product ID, and then we will deal with image in later video. Okay, I'm not dealing the image right now because image is going to be really good, nice, so that you can see depending on what combination you select. So depending on the combination selected, I want to change the image as well, and I want to give multiple image upload options, and also we want to be able to upload images in temporary table, image as a thumbnail, image as a preview, image as back picture. So image will have multiple version of the image. Okay, so image is going to be a little complicated than you do normally. Okay, so the idea is that you make a complete e-commerce website from start to end with big thing in focus. Okay, now here product stocks is actually, these are actually a single item, and this item can have their own stock level. So what should we do here is total stock, unit price, total price, and then we can add here the foreign key here, actual product. So we can say products combination ID, actually here combination ID, and we can say, okay, it is an integer foreign key. We can store the product combination ID here. So now one combination ID can have multiple product total stock. So let's say you add more stock in future, so we will just reference the combination. Okay, we will select the product and we will have all the combinations, and in that combination we can just add the product, so we can easily be able to know what is the total stock and total product. But yes, one thing what we could do is that in order to know what is their total available stock, I have to make a summation query here, total summation query here, because one combination ID will have multiple stock level, just like this. Let me show you again, and we can make a little bit optimization with some extra effort on write. So since this is a e-commerce website, our read will be heavy than write, so we have to make the read as optimized as possible. So how do you do that? So we have a product stocks here that's reference the product combination. So how the stock actually works, product stock. So we have total stock, unit price, okay, let's say ID, and combination ID, total stock added, and then we have unit price, total price. Okay, let's say ID1 combination ID1, we added 10 item here, and unit price, let's say $2, then total item becomes $20. Okay, so if the combination ID1 has stock of 10, okay, now let's say in future we deduct the combination. Okay, we deduct the combination as minus, so we add, let's say one item has been purchased, we can say status here. Okay, status completed, return, other things like inventory kind of stuff. And if we sell one product, we can say ID1 sell sold 2, you can say -2 and do the summation here, and total price maybe we sold, I don't know, let's say 15 or 15. So we can we can easily be able to know one combination profit margin and other cool stuff as well. But here, as you can see, just to know what is the stock level, we have to do a summation here to know what is their stock. Let's say in future uh, you add 20 more items that cost you, let's say $50, because price has increased. 20 items should be price 40 if you consider the first stock addition. But let's say after 5-6 months, the stock price has actually increased, so it's $50. So you know what is the average selling price should be. Average selling price should be so 20, 50. Now in order to know what is their total stock, 10 plus 20, 30, we have to do the summation here, then -2, so 28 stock. So this can be a little irritating. Okay, this can be a little irritating. So what you can do is that keeping a stock separate, but also what you can do is you can keep available stock here as well. So this way you can, it's not a foreign key, sorry. So total stock here, so that you can easily get the stock, and you do the sum when a new stock is added, you do the summation here. So if I add 20 more, I will just do the summation here as well at right time, on right time. Okay, so our read is much simpler. We don't have to call our stock table in the product details page or product pages, so just to know what is the available stock. Okay, this will be much simpler read. So we have to do that just like we did in category naming and subcategory naming. We don't have to go to the category table just to know what is the name of the category. Okay, so this is kind of like read simplifications. We just optimized the read and did some heavy little work on the write. Okay, so it's okay because you need to know what is your read versus write proportion. Okay, so in that case, read is really heavy and write is very small, because you don't add the stock or buy stock so frequently. Okay, so I think we have completed our little stock inventory and then product combination, variation options, and variation values. Okay, now in the next video I will try to go ahead with images, product features, product SEO, maybe, I don't know, then support chart, maybe. Yeah, I do have that in as well, and some little tracking as well. Okay, thank you guys for watching this video. Stay with me and let me know if you have better suggestion to this information, because I literally searched everywhere and found out really little information, and very hardly any tutorial that covers everything from start to end on this regard. But yeah, my focus is to make a complete big series from start to end, that anybody can get help and become a really good programmer, or actually the developer. Okay, and if you guys want to support me, go ahead and become a premium member of this tutorial with any amount you would like, and you can pay via using PayPal or any other things. And thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment your valuable feedback.